Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I am on the stage. I love coming to the stage, but on the stage, it's windy all around. And if it gets too windy in the podcast, I won't record from the stage anymore until I can fix that problem. But I love it here on the stage because I'm surrounded by God's beauty. Off in the distance, you can hear the children playing. But that's the sound that we want to hear, is them playing. See, because we can go ahead and talk our grown folks talk. We can do our grown folks thing, knowing that all is good with the kids and everything. So, here we grow. I'm telling you, I feel like I've been baptized again. I feel like I've been born again because I got a new leash, both of them, leash and a leash. I got both of them. And I got both of them on life, just a new leash and lease on life. I'm getting together, and I'm telling you, I am so happy. I really, truly am. Each and every day, honey. Each and every day. You hear me, Sam? I am. I'm happy every day. I could jump for joy every day. That's why, as the great mountain that I am, I got to go ahead and spread. I got to go ahead and sow. I got to go ahead and grow because I got to bring up great mountains around me and everything. I want some great mountains around me. We looking at one another. We mountains together, warriors linked up, locked up in God. Pass me the side. I love you, kings and queens, keepers of the dreams. I'm going to tell you, keeping of the dream. I want to tell you a story of a king who lived in a colored house for colored people that wasn't so pretty. And this king, even though he lived in a colored house that wasn't for colored people, that wasn't so pretty, in a colored city, he sowed the love everywhere he went. He sowed the love, and sometimes not even a dime he got, not even a dime he had to spend. He kept on growing. He kept on sowing, and all around. See, I'm going to tell you something. God don't pick his kings and queens. They'll go to helicopter. But I'm telling you, got to keep it moving. They got to keep it moving, and I got to keep it moving. So the king, he sowed the love everywhere he went, honey. He did jobs for people. A lot of times the king didn't even have anything to eat, but he still did the work for people for free. See, that's love. He sowed love everywhere he went. He didn't even have nothing to give except his skill, but he went ahead and gave his skill and gave it his all, and I'm telling you something, and they love the king. They truly love the king, honey. And they love the king so, a lot of times when the king didn't have nothing to eat, the king would tell him, no, don't pay me. Don't pay me. Don't give me nothing. But do you have something that I can eat? And so sometimes they did and sometimes they didn't, but still the king came back. He continued to to sow the love everywhere he went. And then I'm going to tell you something. The king said, hold up. We got to go pray. It's time to pray. He know everything is all right. He know everything is going to be all right. Because, see, God done blessed the king to grow. God done blessed the king to sow. And there go the blessings in the king's life. See, because right now, the blessings are raining down on the king. The king is beginning to rise. And the king is rising up with the people. And as the king rises, he brings up a whole nation of people. See what I'm saying? Be the change. Start to be the change. This is a true story. This is God's glory. But here go the victory. Because the king done got the victory. Because all the while that the king was sowing love, didn't have this, that, and the other, here comes something in his life to grow. And as he grew, he was already growing. But now The blessings then rain down on the king, so the king can begin to lift others, so that others can grow and teach others to grow. This is deep. One at a time. Now this king is blessed. See, God don't choose his kings by their pocketbook. This king is not blessed. He's getting ready to rise. You see, he's rising financially. He was already rose up in God, but then he said, hold up, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep sowing. It's time to pray. I may not talk to you, I don't know what day, but I got to go and pray. So hold up here. And the king went on, you see. And I'm telling you, he's being blessed financially. He's being blessed. So, just continue to grow. Just continue to rise and watch as you sow. Therefore, love you shall keep. Whatever you sow, you shall keep. Whatever you sow, you reap. Don't reap evil. Don't reap hate. Reap love. And let's all rise in love from God above, who commands us to love. Us kings and queens, let's rise as that mighty king, because that's how God blesses his kings, by praying forward the love. Praying forward the love. Not about self, about others. Think about others. Stop talking about one another. My brother, the king, Marvin Gaye, he asked us, what are we doing? What's going on? What's happening? But now, my brother, the king, he knows that we growing on. The spirits are not resting. They are not asleep while evil is up doing. See, I got quiet enough where I was able to hear them. And what you hear as noise in the background is them surrounding me, lifting me, because I have no one to lift me but God. Because see, I almost died after the haunted house and everything. And come to find out I was married to a narcissist, I just almost gave up. But see, I had God. I didn't have no one else. You hear me? The spiritual warfare drove everyone away, but I had God. I held on to God, and I didn't know God held on to me, honey, because I was ready to let go. I was ready to let go. I was ready to call my daughter and tell her, come get your sister, because I'm getting ready to go on a trip real quick. But, and I would have left them both a letter. I had it all planned out, but they held on to me. The spirits held on to me and told me to grow, even as I kept on crying and crying and crying and about to let go. The queen rose up, the ancient African queen who spoke to me so sweetly in the house, you see. She spoke to me, but she was angry. She said, what would happen if you let go now? Because I was still growing. This when I had lost everything and was homeless. I had lost it all. She said, what would happen? What judgment would you face if you let go and we lose the human race? What judgment would you face? So listen to me. I'm going to ask you what she asked me. What judgment would you face if you let go of the human race? What judgment would you face by not staying here, doing right, doing what you're supposed to do, praying it forward in love, no matter what's going on around you? Because there is a judgment that we shall face about how we doing one another, about how we getting over on one another. Honey, I was there. I was in there. I was in the house. I've been in so many haunted houses, but I didn't know, because I was always doing me until I hooked. It's a reason for everything. Because see, God brought this man in my life for a reason. God let me just go ahead, and then I just latched on to that one, the narcissist for some reason. It's a reason for everything. So while he's sitting up and complaining and saying, I've been drinking, he said it so much. When I had went and bought me a bottle of perfume, put it on, he smelled, you been drinking? That perfume smell like drinking. Just to have an argument, just to have something to argue about. And I'm like, no, this is perfume. I ain't been drinking. So I had to throw the perfume away. A beautiful bottle of lotion it was that I bought for myself. That's just how under control. I was in that, didn't even realize that I was married to a narcissist, not a cool cat, a narcissist. So I'm telling you to let you know it's time to grow. I'm telling you to let you know that over there is a spiritual warfare. I'm telling you to let you know, get right, or get left. So it's time to grow, kings and queens. It's time to rise, keepers of the dream. That's why I'm on this podcast. So you can go ahead and put it on broadcast. See, because now you know it's time to sow. Now you done heard the word. It ain't Thunderbird. The word is love from God above. Go ahead and rise like the great big tide. It's time to get up. Link up, lock up. Grab somebody and hold them up. Lift up. Don't push them. Don't try to knock them down. Don't be the stumbling block and then kick them on over there around. Kick them around somewhere. Don't do that. Get them out the spiritual warfare. Grab your brother. Grab your sister. Don't sit there, laugh about it, talk about it. We ain't got time for TikTok. It's been 400 years, honey. It's time to rise. You are the world star. I ain't been on that and I don't know how long. Ain't even looking up world. What? Hold up now. Don't put no S behind that. I don't go there. I don't go to the spiritual warfare. Yeah, I'm saying it was funny, honey. It was, for a time. But now this God's time. God's time ain't got time for no world star. I am the world star. See what done happened? I done went from a haunted house to you. See there? For you to get your breakthrough. Because I done got mine, honey. God done gave me mine. Mine is to grow. I spoke it out in the house. Well, grow. Well, there it is. The kings and queens, the spirits that aren't resting were there to help me, to show me. This is what we finna do. We finna get you and you and you, and we getting on for a breakthrough. We gonna go on a journey, a spiritual journey. Just you and God. Pass me the side. I love you. That's how you do it. That's all it is. Ain't nothing to it. Just keep on growing. Keep on sowing. Keep on growing. Throw the seeds of love all around, everywhere. So there we can put out the fires of the spiritual warfare. We're going to put it out, stomp it out, kick it out. I'm going to tell you something. Listen to this. Hold on, keep on going. Listen to this. Tennessee, done finally, I can't believe it. What's today's date? July 20, what is it, 23rd, something? I don't keep up with the dates no more, honey. These God's days. Every day is God's day to me. But Tennessee, done finally decide. I could almost laugh at it. You're going to quietly try to pull the statue leader of the Klan down from your stand right in front of your Capitol building. Why you didn't do it, back then? What made you wait all this time, my friend? What done held it up? What, you still believe in the Klan? Some of you still over there. I heard that racist man call my sister the N-word. But you lucky I wasn't in there, because I'd have told you what the word really was, son. The word is, it's time to rise. Time to get up. Sow the love. Don't be a put down. I'm going to tell you something about a put down. You got a judgment to go through. You ain't going to stay here forever. You got to leave one day, honey. And there's some soul catchers waiting. You may not make it to the kingdom over there. The real better way. Because God said, my will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. You ain't heard that. See, they'd have had to put me out of there, honey. No, they would have listened to me. Because hear me now, I got a word, you see. I'm going to tell them all, it's time to grow. I don't care who you happen to be. Listen to me. I don't care who you happen to be. What mighty throne you got going on, whatever you got over there, you gonna leave here, you gonna give judgment. It's time, you got time to repent, honey. You got time to turn it around. See what they said, in God we trust, and that's it. But see, you don't understand. It's something else going on. A real spiritual warfare that's going on. Good versus evil. You see evil. Here go good. Here go God, honey. And I'm going to tell you, God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. So they let you know it is a heaven. That's why 7-Eleven stay open 24/7, because it is a heaven. Oh, I hope they open. I want me some coffee. Oh, I hope they open. I want me some juice. Oh, I hope they open. The baby needs some Pampers. Oh, 7-Eleven got it going on, honey. Got it. I'm telling you, they have Pepsi, everything. I love you, 7-Eleven. You don't hardly see them no more. But there is a heaven. Just like God. Open 7-Eleven. God is there, honey. God is there. God is good. God done got me growing in just about every neighborhood. Growing on. Throwing the word of God. That is love. See, you're going to leave here one day. You're going to leave. No matter who you is. You're going to leave here one day, and there's some soul catchers waiting. The souls are energy. They got to go. What's over in the cemetery is the body. There's nothing over there. I'm telling you, I do the podcast from there. Sometimes I just go sit over there. I got pictures from over there. My brother's body is over there. But see, my brother's spirit is somewhere else. It's with God. And sometimes it comforts my mother, comfort her, and because I call her up and she doing fine. God done sent the spirit to comfort her every time. That's why mama's so strong. Mama done went through a whole lot. Mama done got her breakthrough. Mama is a warrior because mama know about God. Pass me the side. You need to really know about God. You need to really know what's going on. God is love. But honey, you go ahead and get on and get caught up in the spiritual warfare, and there you go. You and your legacy, honey. It's time to get right or get left. It's time to rise up in God. Tell everyone it's time to grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Through wisdom. We're going to rise. They spoke over me. They told me what I wasn't going to be. You ain't going to be nothing. You ain't going to have nothing. Finally, they left me alone. Just left me alone, all on my own. I was dealing with the spiritual warfare. I had a battle going on, a battle out there, real physical battle. I was battling physical and I was battling spiritual. Everywhere I moved was a haunted house. But I had God. I didn't realize that God is greater than the evil that's on this earth. So I can go and stand in any haunted house. I can sleep in any haunted house. Haunted houses don't bother me. Spirits don't bother me because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. My daughter tell me about spirits and things that's going on in the house right now. Don't know when to fly up by itself. I ain't never heard no painted shut window that go fly up by itself. Google ain't heard of it either. I tried to look it up there. They ain't heard of it. So, that's a spirit and different things going on in the house. And she tell me she being touched and different stuff. The cat act human. I'm telling you something. It's some stuff going on, honey. But God is growing on. That's what's really going on. God is growing on. It don't matter what's going on around you, the spiritual warfare, honey, tell it, get back. Here comes God. Greater is he. I'm going to walk out on power because by his spirit, yes, I am. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I love you. You are greatness. Rise, kings and queens.